Running a retail business doesn't have to be so hard. Welcome to the Creative Shop Talk Podcast, the go-to podcast for creative shop owners, studio owners, and independent retailers. I'm your host, Wendy Batten, retail business coach and mentor. Each week, I'll share simple, proven business strategies, inspiring stories from fellow retailers, and advice from industry experts. Together, we're going to work to find the success you want from your retail business with more profits in your till and a little more joy in your life. Hey friends, welcome to one of our first official coffee break chats. Sitting here with my coffee, kind of a quickie, I don't know what we're going to call these, but I wanted to just jump in and do a couple of quick coffee break chit chats, just you and me. I know you're busy this time of the year, don't need anything heavy or deep to think about. So I am going to be sharing a few of these coffee break chats, actually in our whole third season. Wow, third season. But anyhow, as we wrap up 2022, I wanted to, have maybe a little bit more casual conversation, not just all educational and takeaways and bite-size, all the things. So I literally have my coffee here. Cheers, guys. I have my favorite mug from one of my clients, from Amy at Hair in the Heart. And I'm so excited to just come in here and chat. And today I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind for a while. And it actually originated from something I heard, and I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure, and I'm sorry if I'm stealing an original idea. I don't think I am. I've been Googling and trying to make sure that it's not something that's, everybody knows about already. And I'm just like showing up here with my coffee and my chit chat here on my podcast talking about it. But what I wanted to share was this line that I heard, literally this sentence that I heard, and it's been playing in my mind over and over, and it's the line of fine. And I first heard it, I think, pretty sure, from Meghan Walker. She has a podcast that I listen to, a health podcast. She's amazing. And I heard it through from Greg McKeown. So I listen to both of those podcasts. I have a whole lot of podcasts that I listen to. And the line of fine, and Greg McKeown, he's the one who wrote Effortless and Essentialism. He's amazing. His podcast is annoyingly good. And I say that because every time I listen, I'm like, these huge haha moments. Anyway, his books are amazing too. So I digress. See, it's what happens when you and I all get together and have coffee. And I hope we can do that someday in person. That would be amazing. I would love to have coffee with you in real life. Sitting here having coffee with my mic is a little different. But anyhow, the line of fine is the word in the sentence that's been in my head a lot. And what that was referring to, and what Meghan Walker, again, I'm almost like 1,000% sure it was Meghan Walker that talked about it, was about the healthcare system and how doctors and in the healthcare system, they treat symptoms. They treat somebody when they come in. So if somebody comes in and they have a sleep problem, they say, okay, here's how we can fix it with, doing these 3 things, the steps, here's some medicine or here's sleep, whatever. And they sort of just get you back so where you're sleeping, and then you're fine. So you're not, you just move on. They move them out of the hospital, especially. I had a rash on my arm. This is like maybe TMI, but we're having coffee, so it's all right, right? I had this rash on my arm, and literally go to the doctor, put this cream on it and go home. So the problem with that is we're not getting down to the root of the problem, right? So it's just fine. Everything's fine. You're fine now. Go home, right? That's literally how the healthcare system seems to work in Canada. And that's a whole coffee chat that we'll have to do some other time. And I'm pretty sure it's the same in many other places. But fine. Everything's fine. They sort of treat things. We treat things and then we move on, right? We just move them out. And that has been on my mind. It's been quite a while now that has been on my mind. And I've been thinking about this line of fine. And I heard that. And it just kind of, no conversation about, what caused the rash or what caused the sleeping problem or why your hair is falling out or whatever, right? Like no investigation into that very much, other than treating and moving on. And it's fine now. So let's go. I've seen that with so many health things with our family and myself. And it's just, I see it a lot. So I guess I've been thinking about that, but I've also see that in business. I know you're wondering, how's Wendy going to get this to business? Like, why are we okay with quick fixes in our business and in our life? Why are we not doing a forensic look and in digging deeper into the root cause of what the problem is? And I want to give you some examples for your retail business. And I see this all the time. And I've actually, like, since I heard that line of fine, I've been seeing it with my clients and inside my inner circle with my mastermind members. I see this over and over again. For example, foot traffic. So, we have unpredictable maybe foot traffic, or you have, and it is predictable. It goes up, it goes down, and we're fine with that. But we don't actually investigate what's causing the lack of foot traffic. We're making assumptions a lot of times, and that's a whole other coffee chat. But, if we do a whole big marketing campaign, we push the gas on something, we get a lot of people in, but what could we do on a consistent basis? Like, how could we go upstream, as they say, and figure out a different way, or to get more, what's causing the foot traffic, I guess, is the slowness or the increase of it. Maybe your service, like your team, how come sometimes they're awesome and they're on it and sometimes they're not? And then, we have a staff meeting and we fix it so that everything's fine. Everything's fine for a while. Maybe it's your cash flow, that's a big one, right? So sometimes, it's okay and sometimes it's not. And, what is the root cause of this really bad cash flow? And I know you're going to say because of foot traffic or whatever, but there are deeper causes, right? So maybe it's your exhaustion or your overwhelm or something that's going on in your business, how you're feeling in your business. And, we take a couple of days off and we're fine, but we're not. Why did we have to take a couple of days off? First of all, we always should be taking days off. But what I mean is we kind of treat that, and I'm always saying, and even myself, I'm so guilty of this too, my friends. We all get into these ruts and systems and, going back to that doctor problem or the healthcare problem, really taking, and I actually wrote down the words here. We need to take a forensic look so that we're not doing a postmortem, right? We don't want to find out that there was a heart issue that we should have been, treating by diet and exercise and all of this, instead of, just throwing some quick fixes at it, and now we're doing a postmortem. That's pretty morbid. I guess that's not a great coffee chat. But I guess what I'm talking about is, or what I really wanted to share with this is, let's take a forensic look at why your cash flow is down. Why is your time management all over the place? Like, what is the root cause of this? Solving it right now in the moment, the cash flow, the foot traffic, the overwhelm, whatever, is great. We want to solve that, current situation. But how did we get to that situation? That's what I'm trying to say over coffee. I need another sip of my coffee. Just a minute. So hang on. I'm going to have a sip of coffee for sure. Okay. So we need to investigate. We need to ask questions. This is what the doctors should be doing. They should be sitting by your side next to you saying, let's figure out what's happening. Let's learn, maybe we have to learn new things. Maybe we have to do something different. So, back to the health or the sleep or the heart condition, we're going to have to get off our butts and go for a walk and watch what we eat and, do things. We can't just solve it with a pill or whatever. So it's the same with our, foot traffic and our team culture, or whatever's going on in our shop and our exhaustion. What is the root cause? How did we get there? And what do we have to do? What do we have to learn? Who do we have to have sitting next to us? And, who's helping you through this? Who's leading you through that? Who's asking you, the right questions? And are you asking yourself the right questions and investigating and doing your own sort of self-care? The line of fine is not fine. Let's not settle for this line of fine. Like in our life, in our business, there's so many people that rely on us. And I don't mean that in a pressure way. I just mean you need to be more than fine. You need to be healthy and thriving. I know I talk about this a lot here, but your family needs you. You need you to be more than fine, right? We need our businesses to be more than fine. Your community, that beautiful community that you've built your shop in, they need you to be more than fine. They need you to make sure that you don't have that burnout, or you don't have you thrive through this. Your staff, your team, the people around you, your vendors, everybody around you, they need you to be fine, more than fine. They need you to be we need to deep dive and do a forensic into that, the root cause of any of those things that might be sort of just feeling heavy for you. So anyway, I hope this all makes sense. I literally had just jumped on with my coffee. Don't even have notes for this, so maybe it seems rambly. But it has been on my mind a long time. This has been on my mind a long time. And it's fine when things are fine, but we want them to be more than fine. We want them to be thriving for you as you head into 2023. What area of your business do you want to do a little forensic deep dive into? What area of your business? That would be the question I would leave with you. And maybe you can answer me over your coffee someday. Send me a video or send me an email or let me know, if this makes any sense to you or if I'm just being a wingnut here. But I hope you found this helpful today. Just wanted to do a quick coffee chat today. My coffee's getting cold because I talk a lot, as you know. Even though I tried to keep these really tight and quick, I did want to bring that to you. So if I can be of any support to you trying to figure out your more than line of fine and how to figure this out, you can find me, as you know, wendybatten.com. We'll have some links in the show notes as well. I have programs and services. And you know what? If I can't help you, I know lots of people. I know lots of other coaches and other people and other, maybe there's some support that you need that I can't provide. Just reach out. I am more than willing to share and tell you if I can't help you. I'm more than willing to share and to help you figure out where you might be able to excel and do, if you get out of that line of fine. So anyhow, I hope that you're having a fantastic December. I'm hoping that it is going more than fine for you this holiday season. So take care, my friends. We'll see you next week. Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Creative Shop Talk podcast. I'm so glad that you were here to join us this week, and I hope you found value in what we're sharing here. I want to remind you that our website has all of the show notes. You can find it at wendybatten.com/podcast. Everything that you need to hear about today's podcast is there. Also an opportunity if you need to reach out to me. If I can support you in any way whatsoever, please feel free to reach out. So thanks for joining us. Please leave a review, subscribe if you can, and never miss an episode. We hope to see you back here again next week. Thanks, my friend. Have a great week.